Aloha there, and we are going to look at this plateful. Hopefully, it's not going to be a mouthful, but yeah. Okay. So last time we were talking about Gujarat food, tourism, everything around there. I found this video about Gujarat versus Nadu tourism. It would actually compare and contrast that. So, I already have it here. I figured we could just go along with whatever this venture takes us after this video. I'm starting back to the beginning, and let's see. Gujarati Thali is
of Indian cuisines, representing a burst of flavors, ingredients, and colors. The Gujarati Thali takes sumptuous, wholesome food to a different level. Quintessentially traditional, the idea of a multi-course meal on one plate is uniquely Indian and steeped in tradition.
ये प्लेटर का जो कॉन्सेप्ट था वो इनिशियली शुरू हुआ कृष्णा की जो पूजा अर्चना करने वाले जो भक्त लोग थे दे स्टार्टेड ऑफरिंग गॉड फूड व्हाटएवर दे ईट और उसमें एक एलिमेंट था राजभोग और उसमें कॉन्सेप्ट आया कि दे सर्व्ड 56
and the Jain influence in the state that the Gujarati Thali is always vegetarian. The very idea of the curry garnished with turmeric is at least 5,000 years old.
This is around where
excavations conducted in Harappan sites in Gujarat have found traces of it. More recent, but still centuries old, 11th century Jain literature refers to how pulses were widely used to make a dish called dukia, the dhokla of today.
Dukia.
Also mentioned in these texts is the urad dal vada, or vataka as it was called, and milk-based products such as a popular buttermilk or takra and themanam or kadhi and shikarni or shrikhand. The text Bimala Prabandha of Lavanasami from 900 years ago.
Yeah, it's actually giving a good gist of the food history and stuff. That's nice.
A sweet. More details
Gujarat food, after all, is historical food.
From about 1520 CE. This work shows that a cuisine which can be recognized as being distinctively Gujarati had evolved 500 years ago. Of course, commonly used elements in Indian food, including the Gujarati thali, like chilies, tomatoes, and potatoes, were all introduced by the Portuguese in the 16th and 17th centuries. But
okay, so it looks like it is a history lesson.
Experts trace the story of the modern-day version of the Gujarati thali to this place, operational for over 100 years now. Chandravilas in Ahmedabad is the oldest known thali joint in Gujarat. Once frequented by the likes of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Chandravilas has been a must-visit for long. Kinnari Joshi is a third generation of the family running this place, and she tells us how it all started with Chandravilas's famous dal.
અને લોકો દાળ માટે બટાકાના શાક માટે ખૂબ પ્રખ્યાત છે. લોકો ડોલચું ભરીને લેવા માટે આવે છે અને ભાત ઘરે બનાવે અને દાળ અહીંયાથી લઈ જાય અને આ દાળ એટલી બધી પ્રખ્યાત છે કે એનો મસાલા છેક રોડ સુધી અમારે લોકો પસાર થાય એમને એમની સુગંધ આવતી હતી.
The Chandravilas thali that sold at 1 rupee a plate with unlimited food was a big hit when it started, and it could have inspired a proliferation of such thali eateries in areas where Gujarati workers went. As factories were set up in Surat, Bombay and Ahmedabad, enterprising joints like this provided an unlimited quantity of homemade food at subsidized rates to workers who were often given monthly coupons.
Monthly coupons, rations when it comes to eating. Plus, I like how they have everything in cafeteria style where everything is diverse, separated, and easily can be eaten and take away once everything is done, needs cleaning, all that jazz. Yeah, But it does show the history of how everything is just assembled along line with, they're showing an old restaurant that does this.
Often given monthly coupons. The speed of service ensured a large number of workers could be fed fast. Even today, old traditions continue. For instance, the setting of a thali follows a pattern.
Thali, it's a well-balanced meal. It's a meal which has all different textures. Template of the thali is standard. There are certain items which are served in the thali which remain constant. What is served in that particular category keeps changing every day with the menu and with the season. There are 3 farsans and 2 sweets and 1 or 2 vegetables which are dry and 2 vegetables which are with gravy and 1 potato vegetable. The focus is not to change too much the recipe because it doesn't need to be changed.
The thali is a classic, but it is also varied. In Gujarat, there are as many as 5 different kinds of thali, each influenced by the region it comes from. Geography and history combine to create these wonders. First is the Kathiawadi thali from the Saurashtra region. Classic elements in this plate include fried chilies, pickles, and spicy curry. In the hot Saurashtra region, where sugarcane is grown in abundance, jaggery and ghee or clarified butter are served at the end of the meal. Next comes the thali from South Gujarat, from areas like Surat and Valsad. The fertile soil here ensures the availability of a variety of vegetables. The classic dish here is the famed undhyo. The thali from North Gujarat has a lot of Rajasthani influence. Given that this area is in the desert region, dishes prepared here are not elaborate and have lesser condiments. The thali that is most popular is the Gujarati thali from the central region of Gujarat in areas like Ahmedabad.
Okay, so each thali type of food is pretty much has its own dish type, depending on where you're eating it. Some have a lot of condiment spices, some don't. Some have native rice, for example, because I'm always imagining in the US, different places usually serve whatever type of rice a lot of people get, like whole rice, white rice, just because of, health reasons. That's the thing that just pops up in my head.
This thali brings together the different influences from across the state. It has the most number of dishes and is on the sweeter side. Sugar is used extensively because of the salinity in the water in this region.
Salinity of the water in the region?
There is a Jain version of the common thali with no onion, garlic or potatoes. A lot of moong dal is used in this one. While the Kutch region of Gujarat may not have a thali of its own, the food eaten here definitely makes it to the general thali. Curry, khichdi and bajre ki roti are few of the popular dishes.
Bajre roti. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Bajre roti?
That form part of various thalis. While the quintessential thali is hugely popular across the country amongst vegetarians and non-vegetarians alike, it is hand food and silverware food. Gujarati Thali International. With such a huge Gujarati and Indian expat population living across the world, it's no surprise that the Gujarati Thali is a sellout everywhere.
The Gujarati Thali is something which is the most sought after food internationally because the kind of way Indians are brought up, they would be as adventurous as eating a local food of a foreign land once, twice, thrice, or probably a maximum of 3-4 days. But then when it comes to after 3 days, they would want to have the thali back and the Gujarati food, and that's where
just to eat thali, especially with all dishes.
Gathers a lot of
you could, I just kept on thinking about tacos, how you could eat different types of tacos, not just the same iteration, and get a way different experience. Well, still eating tacos.
History and the
breakfast,
culture of Gujarat.
lunch, and dinner.
And for the hundreds of thousands who relish it each year, it is a taste of home, away from home.
Taste of home, away at home. Come back to life, Gujarati. This is part from the main tourist channel, Gujarat Tourism. So this is one about food, Gujarati Thali. And looking through this dish, yeah, says that they popularized it, but I do wonder, does every state have their own particular food? Or that they still have some food that is similar? I guess that Italy also has some iterations in different other parts of India. But, you know, that's something that could go on and on again. After all, India is a really big place. A lot of culture, has a lot of things to talk about. Alrighty, well, I'm already here, so should I go to the first video? This is just talking about the HCI, GDP, all that. I read the wiki towards it, but there's also other things like Gujarat and comparison, best state in India. I might check this. This is development, economy, and industry. So I wonder what are they comparing to exactly. Okay. Ah, yes. Alright, so I got the gist of how this is just a typical comparison, just like the other video that I want to click because it will just talk about everything I talk about in Wikipedia. Well, this one includes it, too. It's a slideshow. I might as well just go down, click through. We're contrasting the map and some interesting facts like this. Nadu is the 7th most populous state in India. Shows just a typical map, slide form. 48.8% of the state's population live in an urban area. Yep, that's something I remember. Now, Gujarat economy. Yep. Richest city in India is Surat, called the Diamond City and Silk City. Yeah, that's actually something I still trying to figure out in my mind when I heard about the Diamond City and Silk City is that, are you sure it's not referring to part of the city, like certain districts, like, oh, this is the silk side, this is the diamond side? Or is it really just a type of title some people tend to say for each city? Because some want to say, oh, it's a diamond city because I like diamonds, or the silk city because of, besides liking silk, you know, it could be the history, it could be historical claims, something people have been saying. You know, there's reasons why people name things which or which. But yeah, I digress because I figure people do say it that way. It's either the Diamond City or the Silk City. Alright, Nadu is one of the highly industrialized states in India. GDP ranks 2nd. Alright. Then yeah, it just talks about general topics. Have a slideshow. Hey, there's music now. The metro rail system in Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar is under construction in Gujarat. And yeah, music stops. Play again. Nadu is one of the most literate states in India. The state's literacy rate is 80.33. Now this is Gujarat versus Tamil Nadu comparison. Now I do wonder what of a comparison it is. Is it just comparing the two of them, or a bunch of the other states besides the two in this country? And oh yeah, I remember this state. It's simple. Gujarat tourism. Alright, I remember the lion, all that jazz. Gujarat was visited by 20 million domestic and international tourists. Alrighty. Also know that the speaker is on, so some play any music? I don't know. I haven't gone this far, so we'll see. Sapatari. Dolavaya Maldives Beach. Balasana Dinosaur Fossil Park. Yeah, that actually is a really big sculpture. Alrighty. Porta Bandar. White Desert in Kutch. Patan. Now, Tamil Nadu tourism. Okay, so the other one said 20 million domestic and international. The tourist industry in Tamil Nadu is the largest in India with an annual growth rate of 16%. It's weird that they put the 16%, because that was also the other case with the wiki page where instead of using the percent symbol, they always just have the percent like change. So for an auto-generated video, this looks like it doesn't help the case. Yeah. Uram Smana and Malnaparam. This just shows all the cool things around here. Manigaship, Aman Temple. And you have all of this. Uti Hill. I guess it's the area where a lot of people say it's like the Swiss Alps, and the Kadev Kana Hill. And oh boy, the Thanjavur Temple, showing all this and such. Yeah. Now, let's see, is there different ones? Trip to Ahmedabad, Gujarat travel vlog. Alrighty. Which is the best state to develop economy development? Okay, so it looks like he compares a bunch of other places. 6 million views. Damn. A lot of people want to see what is the best state in India. Okay, let me just look at that and see how this goes. Jadi Tamil reaction. Oh, damn, you actually get to see react to different places. Now, Pakistan reaction to Bangladesh versus Tamil Nadu, India comparison. Tamil Nadu, state Bangladesh? So, Bangladesh, the country, versus Tamil Nadu, India? So, just part of it? I mean, that's the same case with comparing the United Kingdom to New York City, where, sure, it has also London for the UK side, but there's also including a lot of places like in Northern Ireland, Scotland, some of the islands. So it's like, okay, what exactly are you comparing to? But there's a bunch of videos that could go along. Maybe I should just go with this one, because this was just the last video, since there's not many here besides just Gujarat tourism, Tamil Nadu tourism, and I mean, there's not much feud, so I think that's a good sign that people are not comparing between each of these states. Sure, the best state, maybe there's just a ton of them, but that's something we can look at sometime later. So let's look at this. Chennai versus Ahmedabad. What was it? Ahmedabad.
Hello guys, welcome to Plenty Facts. तो दोस्तों आज
Oh yeah, I didn't look through the entire video. Let me actually see.
इस वीडियो में
Is there any music he's playing? Any pop? Any pitbull?
हमारा शाकाहारी
Okay, we should be good. So comparing Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू प्लेंटी फैक्ट्स। तो दोस्तों आज की इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे तमिलनाडु की कैपिटल सिटी चेन्नई के बारे में इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट्स। तमिलनाडु की
So yeah, compared to the cities, it's just sliding through each.
में चेन्नई को यूनेस्को क्रिएटिव सिटीज नेटवर्क में भी शामिल किया गया है।
God damn, that's a close up, just wiggling around like a video thing. Jeez. Oh, look at those alligators. Is that Florida?
इंजीनियरिंग भारत में ही बनाया गया था। सेकंड ऑल्टर भी है।
Damn.
पुराना
But yeah, comparing the cities, getting some buffered speeds.
तो दोस्तों अहमदाबाद गुजरात का सबसे बड़ा शहर है और भारत में 7th सबसे बड़ा मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी है। गुजरात की अहमदाबाद लीडिंग मार्केटिंग रिसर्च फार्म लोग शाकाहारी।
Okay, so actually giving accreditations to some things like the infrastructure project, foods, the arts. Oh man, next to the tiger I saw a Kyoto woman. I didn't know they had Kyoto women in Japan. Not Japan, India. Actually, what the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of Asian arts from not just the east, but also south. What the fuck? Maybe it's just showing a lot of shops and stuff. Oh, sure, that's actually pretty nice. But yeah, getting everything up. Space? Yeah, it didn't. Oh, shoot, it's trying to play another one. Okay, well. Yeah, you know what? Let me just skip through this. I don't know, I trust this man. I'm probably winging it, but yeah, sure, why not? Okay, yeah, he's just sitting here talking about different states. And yeah, I'm not that qualified to do that, but yeah, whatever. But anywho, that's pretty much the good gist of, well, everything we've gone through. I'm actually still processing with the whole thing about, okay. You have a city that a lot of people want to look at touring around, yet you also talk about a lot of other stuff. Chinamba versus Ahmedabad, because I just take it that the tourism spot should be a bit different than the living situation, because tourists who are just temporarily seeing there versus living, I think they have different priorities where they're probably not worried about the infrastructure of what's going to happen in a decade from now when they visit versus, oh, what's the best places to see and eat or, you know, stay at. Maybe it's like something like that. But right now what I have in mind is, actually, let me actually put this. I was actually looking at, well, what else to look at, because yeah, I could talk about another state in India or somewhere else, but I'm having this gut feeling where I want to look at something. I can go back to Wikipedia, I could go articles, I could go someone else. Yeah. The sky's the limit with what I can do, like play a new video game, which, man, that one time I tried to do that with Halo, but not in this rig. Maybe at one point in the future. Maybe in the one point where I actually can get the dream. I was about to say console, but dream gaming setup, battle station, desk chair, something like that. Maybe something like they have in Wall-E, where they just spent the whole entire lives in this chair with hologram technology. I mean, shit, man. If you have one of those bad boys just rolling over around Walmart, then ooh, it's just game over. I just lived the whole life. That's probably the point of Wall-E. Anywho. As you can see, I looked at the Wikipedia here. I just go to English and see what comes up. And yeah, you know, you have other things like from today's feature article in the news, on the day, did you know, today's feature picture, other areas of Wikipedia like community portal, village pump, site news, okay. So there's still a lot of things I could go through Wiki. I know last time in the Wiki, a whole long time ago, I remember I started talking about parkour. And yeah, there's still plenty of things to go on. Even going back to it. Hell, maybe we could watch a video, I could watch other stuff, documentary maybe. I wonder if I should do that. But here is just in my mind right now. Ever heard of Philip K. Dick? I don't know, what the hell? Bill. So, it's actually right here, other than Philip II of Spain, Philip Collins, Philip K. Dick, around here. So he is a author, a science fiction author, who was known to create a lot of things in his life that is pretty much his legacy. One of the common things he made was, I guess it's science fiction, I just said that thing, but other things like Man in the High Castle, the original book, Do Electric Sheep Dream. What was it? Actually, you know what? Let me actually go through Philip K. Dick because I'm getting the book wrong. Oh yeah. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Because what I remember, it's not that he's important when talking about robots, but rather androids, because there's not a thing called an android. Part of android is actually referring to a robot that is very humanoid in nature. After all, robots back then was not viewed as what we imagine robots now, being humanoid, bipedal, 2 legs, bipedal creatures. The thing I could think about is like futurism, like in the 1920s, like i.e. Futurama, or thinking of another game from Obsidian that they made. It's supposed to be very similar to Fallout New Vegas. Oh yeah, there's also a funny thing. Aaron Paul actually attended, the actor who played Jesse from Breaking Bad. He attended the Fallout New Vegas premiere. So yeah, I should look through here. Gotcha. But yeah, looking through the pictures and such. I was just gonna look through the font. Yeah. Besides the alarm all around his shirt and stuff. Yeah. Fallout New Vegas. Here is a better picture that shows it. And yeah, it's just funny how he just attended that premiere in the red crop. And you know, this is around the time where, yeah, it was around 2011 that the game came out, and Breaking Bad, yeah, it was not. Well, let me actually double check, because the way I'm thinking about it is like, even when Breaking Bad first premiered around this time, not this year, but around this time, he was still not famous, because know that Breaking Bad was not that phenomenal. It was until like around season 2, 3 that it started becoming popular. Oh my god. Oh wow. No, I'll say it. I am wrong. Breaking Bad. It came out in 2008. Ended in 2013. So this is around the time where, yeah, he was already popular. It was around its 4th, 5th season. And that it was that. So the fact that he actually got to go there, I mean, damn. My guess is, yeah, there was a lot of pictures of him just taking it. Maybe that's why we have it here. So, okay, that explains it. Yeah, maybe I should follow this besides Philip K. Dick, but you know what? It could be a mixed match, because that's the whole point. I could dibble dabble anything I with. Damn it, it's just my stream. Yeah, I didn't know this. Philip Kindred Dick. Oh, so that's the K part. But anywho, we have things to cover next time. So